think this thing's gonna work.
Oh, yeah.
Sees you there and it says, what in the world is going on? It thinks it's November the 10th, 1999 at 2:20. That's pretty close. Now, Goldie, it's very important that you don't say anything.
Do what?
You,
I'll let you do the singing, honey, and the shouting.
now I want to hear something about that entertainment you was talking about you had when you came home. What did you call it?
Lord, I don't know.
Victoria?
Huh?
Was it a record player?
I don't know.
You had some music, didn't you?
And a roll picked a banjo.
Oh. When was that? What, no ways? Must have been a long time. My grandpa don't pick a banjo at all now. He used to, he did.
Was he pretty good at it?
All right, yeah. Back in his days, we thought it was great.
Did you ever play it?
No.
Did you try?
No.
Did you ever play any kind of music?
No.
Did you sing?
Oh, yeah, we can sing.
Yeah. What kind of songs?
Mostly religious songs, you know.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite?
I don't believe so. We just had records and we played all kinds of them all the time, you know.
Uh-huh.
If we got a new record, we ruined it till we wore it out. We didn't get that much, you know.
Well, did you dance to the record?
No,
To the music?
sir, now. Well, we don't dance.
You didn't dance, huh?
No.
Was that against your religion or you just didn't know how?
I just didn't know how, and it was against my religion, too.
It was?
Well, yes.
Well, you didn't teach your daughters about that.
Honey, my daughters spent their way. They wouldn't have laughed at me.
You know, that's where I met your daughters at a dance. Do you know that?
They would have laughed at me, honey.
Do you know I met Brenda at a dance?
You done what?
I met Brenda at a dance in Cincinnati.
Did you?
That's where I met her.
Oh, I bet you was going to town.
I'll tell you what, I saw her and I thought she was the prettiest thing around. And I just pestered her till she got tired of it and went out with me. Yeah.
Tell him about your duck that used to follow you around.
Oh. Honey, I about forgot about my big duck. Tumble was its name.
Tumble?
Tumble followed me everywhere I went. A duck. If I went to Mommy's, old duck went too.
You mean that duck grew
That
up
duck
following you?
And grew up and she was just like the family. It was everywhere.
You mean,
We
did
just
it
petted
follow?
it, you know, and it was just like petted to death.
Yeah.
But so Tumble was its name. Old Tumble just tumbled here and there.
Well, how old did Tumble live to be?
Don't remember. I think
Did-
a pretty long time.
Was it a he or a she?
Couldn't tell you that.
Well, did it lay eggs?
No.
Yeah, I bet it's a he
A
then.
male, probably. I don't know.
Must have been a he.
Why, we got the duck egg, honey. They'd seal their nests out, and we'd have to hunt to find it, you know.
Yeah.
They didn't want you to find their eggs. They wanted to see them, and if you found them, you take them to the house.
Yeah. Yeah. When I used to find eggs, I'd take them to the store and trade them for a Coke.
Would you?
Or really, a knee-high orange is what I'd trade them for. Yeah.
The way I used to do.
Now, I raised ducks when I was at home, before I ever married. I had my ducks. I raised them myself. I love my ducks.
Well, did that duck come in the house with you?
I don't believe it did. Grandma would have died. Had a duck in the house.
Grandma Stelly?
No, Grandma Vassy.
Who?
Grandma Vassy.
Yeah,
Grandma.
Stelly was your mother.
Yeah.
Now, Grandma Vicey.
Oh, Oh, she's so particular, yeah. She went out those animals, nothing like that in her house.
Yeah. Well, did you live with your grandmother?
Yes, I did. Grandma raised me and Fred both. Mommy remarried, you know, and left us.
Yeah.
She knew Pappy'd die if he'd raised us up that big, you know, so she didn't. She lived close, so she could see me every day, but now she didn't.
You're talking about your mother, Stella.
Yeah.
So,
But she did go to Trinity Camp from Landon, and she didn't stay no time. She said she couldn't stay away from the youngest, me and Fred, you know.
yeah.
We was with Grandma. We never did leave. My mom married Landon. We was right with Grandma and Grandpa. They was our bosses.
Well, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So you never lived with Landon?
No.
You lived with Grandpa Rowe?
Grandpa Roland and Bessie, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I lived there till I was married, yeah.
And they raised you?
Grandpa would have died. We'd have left. He'd have
Raised you and Fred?
me and Fred.
Huh.
He raised both of us. Mama remarried, but she didn't take us.
Yeah.
She kept us right with Grandpa.
Well, I know she hated to leave you.
Of course she did. But she said she knowed Poppy would die.
Yeah.
If us that big and take him away, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she just left us and always real close, just about it. She went to Trinity Camp, but I bet you she didn't stay too much. She's back home.
Where's Turney Camp? Turney Camp?
Over in the camp. She stayed over a little while, but she said,
What kind of camp was that?
cold.
Coal camp? She actually mined in the coal?
Who?
She worked in the coal mine?
No.
She cooked for him or something?
She married a man, you know, worked in the mines.
Oh, I see.
Landon worked in the mines
Yeah.
all his life.
Yeah. She
And
Oh.
our daddy now, you see, I don't remember him.
well, how did he die?
I don't know. I think it was Ted meningitis or something other. Something killed him, and nobody had ever known the name of the disease.
Some kind of disease, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Her daddy died, and I can't even remember. Mommy said I remembered him talking about him for years, and then all at once it disappeared, you know.
well now, Stella was pretty young when she had you, wasn't she?
Lord, yeah, 14.
14? You was the first child?
Yes. Me and Fred.
14 years old when she had you. My goodness.
Big, though. Big your age, Mommy was.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember her. I've seen her several times. So, Fred about a year or two younger than you?
Yeah. Got 2, I think.
About 2? Okay. So, your mother was only about probably 16 or 17 when your dad died, wasn't she?
Oh, she wasn't that old. Mommy was just 14 when she married.
Right.
And I don't know how long my daddy lived till he was gone.
Yeah. Huh.
He took meningitis or something or other. It just killed him.
Yeah.
But no, he never got over the bed. He just died.
Yeah.
Mommy said, I don't remember, you see. I can't remember my own daddy. I did for years, Mommy said, remember my daddy and talked about him?
Have you got pictures of him?
No, I don't. I might have somewhere in my pictures. I don't reckon not. He died young, you know.
Yeah.
Me and Fred was just young.
Yeah.
Can't remember it. I remembered him, Mommy said.
You're too young to know him.
Yeah, Mommy said, I've talked about him though for years. Remembered him? All of a sudden it just left me.
Yeah.
Didn't do more talking, didn't no more remember no more about it.
Uh-huh. Well, now, Goldie, tell me what school was like when you went to school.
But honey, it was just an old country school.
How many grades were there?
They was all grades up to 8th grade.
8. Okay.
You know.
About how many people were in the school?
Ooh, I wouldn't know that now. They was always a pretty good crowd.
Yeah.
Especially when it first started, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then it tapered off, you know, to the last. There wasn't very many went. They just got tired of school, I guess.
Did you go through the 8th grade?
Yes.
And then there wasn't any high school around, I guess.
Yes, they was, but very few got to go.
Uh-huh.
No buses, no nothing, you know.
Because it's too far away?
Yeah, Belfry, you know.
Yeah.
And it's too far away, and people didn't have cars like they do now, too.
So most kids stopped their education at the 8th grade,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah.
A few went to high school, but not many else. There wasn't no buses back then or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And
They'd have to go to town to live, I guess.
I don't have to go there and back.
That's
I
way.
guess as few had cars, you know, and drove, boys.
Yeah. That's the way. That's the way my father did when he went to this school that only went to about the 8th, 10th grade, and then the last 2 years he went to another town, went to school, just boarded there.
Well, I didn't go too much to high school. I went to grade school then. But to high school, see, I married pretty young.
How old were you when you married?
I don't think I was 18.
Yeah. Well, people got married a lot younger back
Yeah,
then.
or my married at 14. I married my daddy
Yeah.
at 14.
Yeah.
She said, well, I was as big as I was now. But you know she wasn't.
And you was about 18, huh?
When?
When you got married?
Yes.
I bet you was afraid you was gonna be an old maid waiting that long.
No. I had to make my getaway. I had to run away to get married now.
You had to.
I had to slip off and get married, yes.
Why?
Oh, Grandpa would have blown his top of his house.
He wanted to keep you there, huh?
Oh, yeah. That was no for him, for me to have a boyfriend even.
Really?
I slipped and had him, but he didn't know it.
How'd you slip out?
I didn't slip out, went to school with him.
Oh,
Irvin, I went to school with Irvin all my life, and he was my boyfriend.
yeah,
But he's dead now, you know, he died years ago.
yeah.
Yeah, he was always my boyfriend. He was good looking, and I always had
All
my
through
eyes.
all through grade school, huh?
Yeah.
Well, now you were out of grade. You got out of grade school when you was
I
about.
don't think I finished grade school now. I think I quit.
Okay. So
I'm
you was
sure I
probably around 14 or so, or 13 or 14 when you quit.
Oh, I believe I was older than that.
Okay. Well, how long
Sure I
after
was.
how long after you quit school did you marry Irvin?
Well, it was, I'd say a year or maybe more.
Yeah.
We always went to school together, claimed each other.
Uh-huh.
We was always a boyfriend and a girlfriend right there.
Never dated anybody else?
No.
Okay.
And we married, and I was about 18, our closest.
And you eloped?
Yes, I did.
Where'd you go?
Slipped off and got married.
Huh?
Slipped off and went and got married. Went to a preacher, got married.
You just went down to the preacher's house?
Yeah, Mr. Bird. Mr. Bird went to him. We posted him, would he be at home that day? Because we was running away to get married.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, he'd be here. So he was waiting on us when we got there to marry us. Because we was afraid that Grandpa would miss me and follow me.
Yeah.
And boy, we had to come home. So he slipped off and got married.
Well, weren't you afraid the preacher's gonna tell him?
No. We left and went to Belfry and stayed maybe 2 days before we come home over to Urban Saints, Ray James.
Yeah.
We went to Belfry Holler, honey. There's a holler up in Belfry. There's a holler straight up in there.
Yeah.
And we was afraid that Grandpa would follow us. So we went up in there and stayed, I guess, 2 or 3 days with her.
Yeah. With who?
Urban Saints, Ray James.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, of course, you didn't have telephones running back and forth then, did you?
No, Lord, no, we didn't. That had been a mystery to us, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
We had TVs, that was about it, and they was just black and white.
when did you have TVs?
Grandpa had one pretty soon. Other people didn't have them, but he had one.
Yeah.
Grandpa always liked his music, honey, and he liked television, and he always made his business to get one, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was quite a while later, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I was 18 when I got married.
Yeah. Back then, I guess all you. When were you born, Goldie? What year were you born?
1911, I believe.
1911. So that makes you about 88 now.
Yeah. I believe, what, did you know, Darren? I believe it's 11, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty good to remember things like back
You'd
then.
be 88,
Yeah.
23rd December.
Mm-hmm.
23rd of December.
Yeah, 2 days before Christmas.
Yeah.
You just think of me, 2 days before Christmas. If I'm living.
Well, Goldie, did they always forget your birthday when it was Christmas and not get you birthday presents?
No, I always got the gifts, sonny. Christmas was a big deal for us. Lord, we love Christmas, and we just had it once a year,
Yeah.
and we got everything in the book.
Like
but we
what?
didn't get it all year round either.
What did you get for Christmas?
I don't remember now. We got toys and things we liked, you know, and Fred got wagon, and Fred got this and that, and me too. We got plenty for Christmas now.
Would they order it from the Sears Roebuck catalog
I don't think so.
or go down to the country store?
They went to the store and got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we got plenty at Christmas now. That was the only time we had to. We didn't get toys and things for year round like they do now.
Yeah.
Christmas is our big deal right there. We got plenty for Christmas.
Yeah. That was a fun time, wasn't
Oh yeah. Lord, Grandpa was such a fool over being Fred, honey. He'd fight a circle saw. I had to run away and get married and everything.
it? Well, your grandpa had some money. He was pretty well off, wasn't he?
Well, he had some money, not no big lot, but
Yeah,
thought it was a big lot back then, you know.
But he had enough to provide for you real well.
Yeah, I never asked for nothing. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Grandpa had money all the time. He got out coal for people. He dug coal and sold it to people.
Uh-huh.
That was his.
Did he have his own coal mine?
Yes, he did.
And Irvin had his own coal mine, didn't
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know Grandpa dug coal and sold it in the winter time.
he? Yeah.
That's how he got money.
Okay.
But now you'd never know Grandpa was broke. Never. Grandpa always had money.
Yeah.
Because that's the only one I had to depend on. If I wanted money, just ask Grandpa and he'd give it to me.
I heard that that they accused him of making moonshine whiskey. Is that right?
Oh, yes. Yes, and he got caught.
Did he do it?
Huh?
Did he make moonshine whiskey?
He hoped, yes. He was right in the bunch when they caught him, yes.
Really?
And put him in jail, Lord, yes. We cried over Grandpa, honey, like a baby, because we thought sure he was gone for good. Yeah, but they caught him in with Martin Thacker, and they took them both to jail.
Really?
Yeah. Of course, they paid fines and got out, you know.
Didn't have to stay in there very long, huh?
No.
Well, did they destroy their steel?
I don't know if the old policeman got that and tore it up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they got caught making liquor.
Was that right up here in this holler? It was, wasn't it, Delmer?
Yeah.
Just right up there a little ways?
Yeah. Right above the road.
But Grandpa's.
Yeah. Well, now, you know, Goldie, Mike told me that he didn't really think your grandpa was making that it's just some other people making it on his land.
Absolutely, and he was with him. He was with me.
He just went to watch him make it that night.
He watched to make
And
it.
he really wasn't making it, was he,
No.
Delmer?
No,
He didn't have nothing in it.
he was just with the crowd.
He was just watching.
Yeah.
Watching it well done. And he got well done, too.
And they didn't believe him.
They put him in jail, honey. We cried our eyes out over Grandpa.
Well, now, who was the others? You mentioned a Thacker.
Martin.
Martin Thacker,
Who was Martin?
brother of Landon. The older brother of Landon's.
Okay. All right. Well, was Landon in with it?
No,
Landon wasn't making the booze, huh?
No. Not at that time. They all made it, I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah,
Back in them days, there wasn't hardly anybody that didn't have them
yeah,
make them select.
sure. Didn't have any stores that sold it, did they?
No.
Nearly everybody made it. My dad used to make it on
a batch of liquor.
a cook stove.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet that didn't make his wife too happy, did it?
He didn't like it. He was scared to death, afraid he'd get caught.
I remember when the police was coming and gone. I cried my eyes out over Grandpa.
Yeah.
Because Grandpa was the only daddy I had. I never did have a daddy. My daddy died when I was 3 and a half.
Well, now, how old were you when they arrested your grandpa?
I don't remember. I was, I don't know how old I was, but.
You was old enough to know the law had come and got him.
Didn't I cried? Oh Lord, I cried my eyes out over Grandpa.
Yeah.
Because you know he was the only one that raised me. My daddy died when I was 3 and a half and don't even remember.
But all they did was fine him?
No, he stayed 6 months. Catlettsburg jail.
Oh, he did. 6
Yeah.
months, huh?
Oh, yeah. That broke him a sucking eggs, honey.
Well, he wasn't doing anything but watching, was he?
Yeah, just watching that day. But they made
But he
he has been made.
but he had made it.
Yes. That's the way they thought it was a big deal to make them a batch of liquor and sell it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when I was here about 3 years ago, Mike gave me some that tasted really good. It was real smooth. Somebody knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Well, what subjects were you good in school, Goldie?
What subjects, honey? I don't remember. Don't remember.
Could
that.
you spell good?
Oh Lord, yes, that was my main thing, spelling.
Yeah.
I love spelling.
Well, she can spell good yet. I get to writing something and I can't spell a word. I asked her and she tell me how to spell it.
Well,
Yeah, you never forget things like that. I don't care how old you get.
Really?
Never remember
Can't-
school days and things you've done, you know.
Can you spell encyclopedia?
Ooh, I don't think so. We didn't have such a thing back then. We didn't have such a thing back then. We was lucky to have arithmetic and spelling.
Well, can you still spell arithmetic?
I mean, I used to spell real good, but that's why I ain't spelled.
Well, think about it. Let's see if you can still spell it.
Huh?
Think about it and see if you can still spell it. Arithmetic.
S-T-E-double-L-A.
How?
S-T-E-double-L-A.
S-T-E.
Double L.
Spell. No, I don't mean.
What do you mean? You don't want.
Can you spell arithmetic?
Lord, I used to be the best speller. I forget. Arithmetic. A-R-I-T-H-M-E-T-I-C.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know if you was right or wrong, Goldie. I'd have to go get a dictionary.
Oh, yeah, well. That's all the times and arithmetic and so forth.
That's pretty good.
And my arithmetic, sonny, was,
Did you like to read?
oh, Lord, yes.
Did you have very many books?
No. We didn't have very many books, but I love reading. I like to, took the measles.
She's got her school books yet. I got them in yet on the trunk.
Have you?
Yeah.
You know, we got one of your books, Goldie.
Abby.
Got it there at the house.
Abby.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, how long after you was married did you have, who was your oldest child?
Phil's Jean.
Phyllis?
I wasn't married.
About 3 or 4 months? About 3 or 4 months?
No, indeed, about 14 and a half.
Wasn't gonna catch you there, was it, Goldie?
You'll not catch me in no such a trap, honey. That's one thing for sure.
Okay. Well, I'll have to go by your memory then. About 14 months, huh?
What?
Before Phyllis was born.
Yeah, 14 and a half or something.
Yeah. Okay. Now, did you have a doctor tend to you, or did you have a midwife, or what?
A midwife for the two first ones, I believe the two first ones.
Uh-huh.
My great-grandmother was a midwife.
Okay. That's about all they had back then, wasn't it?
Well, yes. As long as they could get that granny woman, that was all they wanted, you know.
Sure. Knew better than what most doctors knew
If you
to.
had a baby, why, Lord, yeah, you got along just as good as if you had a doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
My great-grandmother, I believe it was my great-grandmother, was a doctor, Lord. She was a good old doctor, too.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, Jane Collins. She was old, but I said, she's smart, honey.
Uh-huh.
What you devil?
Yeah.
Smart old woman, honey. People loved her to death. She caught the babies. She was a midwife.
Yeah.
Attended to the midwife women that were going to have babies.
Yeah. Well, did they do any other doctoring other than that? Did they?
No, she was a midwife for every woman you could name.
Uh-huh.
They didn't get doctors. Dr. Smith was the only one we had anyway back then. And he was so busy, why, people was glad to get the midwife.
Yeah.
She had license for a midwife.
Really?
Uh-huh. That's what they said.
Huh. I didn't
Yeah,
realize there was a
Had all
license.
kinds of doctor books she read.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, she.
I was glad to get a hold of any kind of a different book than what we had, you know, in school because we didn't have too many in school back then.
Yeah.
You had arithmetic and English and reading and spelling. That was about it.
That's about all you need, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
that gets you by all right.
Yeah, buddy. I remember I was real good in school, but you forget when you get older.
Yeah,
You forget things.
I forgot a few things.
Yeah, I was real good in spelling. Lord, nobody had turned me down.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have spelling contest?
Yes, we had spelling matches
Yeah.
and things like that, you know, for entertainment on Friday.
Would you win them?
Yeah, I was good in all my classes.
Uh-huh.
What books I went in the most, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You liked school, did you?